What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like former WNBA players shedding light on Caitlin Clark's success so far, and the Indiana Fever is currently gearing up for a scary playoff berth. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Clark Indiana Fever has officially locked in the number 6 seed going into the WNBA playoffs, and it's just a beautiful thing to see, knowing that this team started off 1-8, and to see the transition to where they are today is simply remarkable. It shows you the resilience of the Indiana Fever and just how good they could possibly be headed into the playoffs. Now, with the playoffs being right around the corner, different scenarios can play out to see who the Indiana Fever is actually going to play first in that first round. It's being reported that the Indiana Fever have clinched a spot in the 2024 WNBA playoffs beginning in less than a week, September the 22nd. But Coach Christie Side's team is far from a lock to make a deep playoff run. On Tuesday, the Fever's biggest potential nightmare scenario was revealed, and it involves a potential matchup with one of the team sides and Clark absolutely do not want to face in the 2024 playoffs. The Fever will almost certainly face Tawana Bonner, Marina Marbury, and the Connecticut Sun in the first round of the playoffs, according to the latest statistical odds shared by the Indianapolis Star. The Sun were listed with 87% odds to play Clark and the Fever in the first round, assuming a 50-50 chance for each potential opponent to win their remaining games. So by the way it's looking, bruh, it's looking like Caitlin Clark is going to be lined up with DJ Carrington going into the playoffs, bruh. This is going to be very interesting to see how all of this play out throughout these next coming days. Guys, moving on to another story. Ex-WNBA player dishes on scary part of Caitlin Clark's rookie season. Caitlin Clark will finish up the regular season of her WNBA career this upcoming Thursday when the Indiana Fever take on the Washington Mystics. Clark is the clear-cut favorite to win WNBA Rookie of the Year as she put together a phenomenal season, breaking multiple WNBA records and recording 2 triple-doubles and counting. Now, guys, there was a lot of debate about that Rookie of the Year with Angel Reese and Caitlin. I'm telling you right now, Caitlin going to win by a landslide. If she don't win, it's going to cause controversy on a whole nother level. Indiana Fever has won 20 games for the first time since 2015 and is currently in the postseason for the first time since 2016, bruh. Val Whiting, who played for the Detroit Shock and Minnesota Lynx, offered her take on Caitlin Clark after she dropped a career-high 35 points in a win over the Dallas Wings. This is what she put on X. Here's my humble opinion. I think that Caitlin Clark is still adjusting to the WNBA. She has not yet fully adjusted to the league. And look how she's performing. And that's, my friends, it's the scary part. Hashtag WNBA. And when you think about it like that and you look at everything that transpired, I believe she's absolutely right. Caitlin Clark possibly has not reached her full potential in the WNBA because we got to remember, she's still just a rookie. Moving on to another story, one of Caitlin Clark's biggest nemesis, Natalie Esquire, opens up about the potential playoff picture. Let's roll the footage right now.
Possible is because the Sun are about to see the Lynx next at home. And they have actually won the first 2 games versus the Lynx. But one of those games, Nafisa Collier got injured during the game and left. So sorry, that kind of has an asterisk on it. And then in the first game, they won in overtime by like 1 or 2 points, but it was like on free throws and the call was kind of controversial. So no matter the outcome, Lynx control their destiny because they're up 2 games. They can actually lose to Connecticut. Connecticut's going to win the regular season series regardless. But I think the expectation for many is that the Lynx are probably going to win that game. So if that does happen, now you're looking at their last game of the season versus the Chicago Sky. And that to me is like a business decision at that point, because do you want to give your players some rest? And do you have a preference of playing the Fever, where if you stay in the 3 spot, you would match up with the Indiana Fever, or playing the Storm, where if you drop to the 4 and the Aces decided to win out, or they won out rather, then they would move to the 3 and the Sun would move to the 4. So I don't look at it as like trying to avoid a team, but it's more like if you think it's important to get any of your players rest, you're comfortable no matter the outcome with either matchup. Do you rest some of those players the last game of the season and be comfortable getting the 4 or 5? Or do you really feel strongly like you just want to hold on to the 3 seed? I just think a business decision needs to be made. But I think the Storm would be a better matchup. That's just my opinion, because of the pace that the Fever play with. So the Sun, no matter what, are going to always be in games due to their defense. Yeah. And if everything is clicking for them offensively, they're going to be hard to beat. But it's if. That's always the question with their offense. And I just don't think they want to get into a pace and running game with Indiana. The same thing I said about the Aces, and that's in part why the Aces beat them. They slowed down the pace and they played like really, really, really great defense. But the Aces also, their offense was clicking. So the Sun, I don't know. I would just be a little bit more concerned about them actually versus the Fever than the Storm. And look, Caitlin Clark just recently said, they're not here. They're not just happy to be here. Yeah. They're not just happy to like make the playoffs. Okay. We believe we can compete with every single team that's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so, and I mean, look, that their backcourt has been on a roll. Her and Caitlin and Kelsey are just doing very ridiculous things right now, right? Like they both just had ridiculous games.
That was Natalie Esquire speaking about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever potential playoff picture. Man, a lot of people is going to be weighing in on this playoff picture, bro. At the end of the day, I'm standing with what Caitlin Clark said. I feel like the Indiana Fever could compete with any team on any given night as long as they do what they got to do offensively and defensively. They definitely got the attributes on their team to get the job done. Now, we can't forget Dave Portnoy's prediction that the Indiana Fever is going to win it all. We don't know yet, bro, but I'm telling you right now, it is going to be scary for this team to go into the WNBA playoffs with the momentum that they currently have right now. As long as Christy Sides could do what she got to do as a coach, I believe the Indiana Fever could go get the job done. We just need to close out this season, stay ready to go, and I'm telling you right now, the playoffs is going to be fireworks. I believe Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever is going to get the dancing on these teams on a whole nother level. But guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.
Shake the haters.